Welcome to my review of 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days, Season 3, Episode 10. See, I got it. I remembered this time. But anyway, as you can tell from my makeup, that I'm channeling the theme of the season, Halloween. It's all Halloween. I know, Halloween is a all of October for me, okay? I love this season. I love the time. I like playing with makeup and doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. As you can tell, or maybe you can tell because I didn't make it that obvious, I'm doing a little bit of a Black Swan inspired makeup right now. Can you tell? Does doing like this help? I don't know, don't look at my fingernail. I'm missing the nail. But anyways, let's move on to these crazy couples. I'm not talking about Cesar because that's a level of crazy or a level of scamming I'm not into dealing with. I just want to know if TLC recognized that he was scamming them, and then they're like, you know what, we're just gonna make this idiot look like such a big fool, and it's just like it's not really working. I feel like the joke is on TLC and not really on Cesar, because at this point it's like, why are you even showing him? But the other couples, well, for Omar and Avery, not a lot happened for them yet again in another episode. Avery is just upset that it doesn't seem like Omar is that emotional about her leaving and going back to the US. And he's like, well, in my culture, men don't cry. And she wonders if he's using her for his immigration papers. And he's like, you know what? You don't have to file for me. You don't have to do anything. Okay, I'll stay where I am. And she's like, no, when I go home, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make sure I file for your spousal. I don't even know. She's like, I'm just like, girl, just because he said that you should cancel the whole thing and let him stay in Syria does not mean that he's not using you. Like, what are you doing? But anyway, moving on to Tim and Jennifer. Nothing really happened new for them. Okay, Jennifer went shopping, and Tim thought it would be a good idea to have Jennifer and Veronica meet for the first time, and also give Jennifer a chance to meet his daughter, basically. And Veronica comes on the call. It's a video. They're video chatting with Veronica and the daughter, and Veronica has the nerve to ask Tim and this woman who she's never met how their sex life is going. And I'm like, is your daughter not there? Like, is your 12-year-old daughter just not right there in front of you right now? You think this is the appropriate time to be asking these people about their sex life? Like, come on. But I guess she knows that Tim is a little bit woohoo when it comes to the division de sexo. But moving on from them in their boring ass sections, on to Benjamin and Akini. Wow. They are getting interesting, because the moment when you think, oh, this man traveled miles across the world and he's gonna meet this girl for the first time, he's planning on proposing, and he's going through all these hoops and obstacles to try and get to be with this woman. And then now here comes the time when she says, hey, the moment you negotiate the bride price with my father, and when you're done paying the bride price, that means we'll be married. And all of a sudden now he starts to get worried about whether or not Akini is gonna work well with his son. And I'm like, shouldn't you have thought about all of this before you came and while you were here and all of that stuff? I understand that you didn't expect that you would be getting married so soon. But come on, dude. I feel like you shouldn't even ask someone to be engaged with you if you can't see yourself marrying them right now. Then I don't think you should be seeing yourself getting engaged to them, because that means you're just looking for a grace period. You're like, oh, I'd marry you, but we'll get engaged now, and then we'll use that as like a test run to see if you can actually be my wife. And I'm like, okay, I understand a little bit of that, but I feel like you shouldn't ask someone to be your wife if you can't see yourself marrying them like in the moment right now. I don't know. That's just me. But Benjamin calls his friend. He's telling her, well, I don't know if I can be married to her right now, because what about my son? And I don't want anything like this crazy to happen in my life that my son isn't there for. Like, I want him to know about this stuff. I want to know if he'd be okay with Akini before. And I don't know. I feel like Ben is creating a problem because he doesn't have the money, or he doesn't feel like he has enough money for whatever the bride price will be. He feels like he cannot afford it, and I feel like right now he's freaking out at the prospects that, oh, the next day when he speaks to her father, he's gonna have to come up and shell out the big bucks. I think that's why he's worried, and not so much about the fact that his son has not met Akini yet. Because his son didn't meet her and he was willing to ask her to marry him. And you have to think, like, these people are Christian. Like, even if they have like just traditional ideas of marriage, there's still a Christian belief that they have when it comes on to marriage. So you automatically getting married to this person without any sort of exchange of vows, just the fact that you paid the father. No, I think what Akini meant, like, what that means, you can't back out of this deal once you've paid the bride price. Once we've set that whole thing, it's a done deal. It's like we're married. I don't think she necessarily mean like, oh, in the eyes of the law, we are bind together. No. So, Benjamin, no, you're freaking out for no damn reason. Calm the hell down. You're like, what's your motive here? I don't know. Let's move on from Benjamin and Akini on to Darcy and Tom. Darcy. So Tom is upset with Darcy because he didn't like the way Darcy was just having a tit for tat moment with her sister, because tit for tat should be the title of the episode. They're always having tit for tats with each other. So he's a little bit upset at her, but we find out that he actually liked Stacy, so that's good. And he vibed with Florian. He told his sister that Florian is like a brother. I'm like, okay, I didn't see y'all, it all didn't seem so chummy, but okay, if you say so. And they're walking in the park in, where is it from? Nottingham? I don't know. They're walking in the park. They're walking Tom's dog, because they're going to meet Tom's sister. And Tom, my light just went off. I gotta press it again. And the dog basically ran away with Darcy because she's so tiny and the dog is big. And that was actually not important to what went on with them. But apparently the sister said that she wants to talk to Darcy. And Oh my gosh, this sister annoys me because the first thing when her and her fiance, boyfriend, or I don't know what they are, her and her man sat down with Tom and Darcy, and the first thing the sister says in the confessional is that she expected that type of woman when she heard that Tom was dating someone. She's exactly what she expected visually. Like the long lashes, the big boobs, everything is just fitting into Tom's track record. And the nerve of her to talk about Darcy's makeup, because this woman had way more blush than damn Pennywise. Like, honey, what are you doing? Her whole cheek was covered in blush. It's like, less is more, boo. Less is more. Before you talk about Darcy's makeup, you might want to fix yours. Just saying. But Tom goes on, and every time he goes on, his sister interrupts and try to say something that kind of cuts Darcy down a little bit, but at the same time it's making Tom look bad, because after Tom talked about Darcy and Stacy and their tit for tat, now here comes his sister basically interrupting every conversation that he's trying to have and interrupting the story and everything and being rude to Darcy. But it looked like it's gonna get even worse next week, so I am prepared to see that. And who else? Obviously, I'm keeping Angela and Michael for later, but who else? Who else is there? Is that it? Is that it? Am I to Angela and Michael already? What other couple is there? No. It's Angela and Michael. Ooh. So the episode gives us it starts off with Michael and Angela getting some disappointing news. Angela's last resort would be her daughter. She wanted the egg from her daughter, and then her daughter told her, sorry, I'm not gonna give you my egg so that you can mix it with your boyfriend's sperm and create a baby, because frankly, I don't think your old ass should be having a baby, because this is a very dangerous procedure and I don't think you should even try it. So the daughter is going on, and of course Angela is feeling offended because here's her daughter calling her old, and you know how Angela gets when people call her old. But they move on. They're like, you know what? We're gonna find an egg somewhere and other, blah blah blah. I'm like, where are you gonna find an egg, Angela? Do you know how expensive that can be? I doubt you can. No, just give it up, boo. He's gonna have to wait until you die and then get a baby if he really wants a baby that bad. But Angela and Michael goes to meet Michael's friends, and there's a new addition to the group. But Angela, immediately as the friends sat down, she's like, I don't like you, I don't like you, I don't know you, but I don't like them too. And she went in after the two friends that we first saw, because a year ago when we saw Michael talking to his friends about Angela, yeah, 2 out of the 3 that was there is there. So she knows about all the things, how they called her old, and apparently when it was Michael's birthday and they were going out, Angela was sick in the hospital and she was on the phone with Michael, and she could hear them in the background laughing at her. And since then, she just despised those two men. And oh, it got crazy. Angela is talking to these men. They're like, you're in Africa. You're not in America anymore. You're in Nigeria. Here we do things differently. You're being bossy and possessive, and we don't like that here. And he should never have said that, because Angela took her glass and threw the contents onto this man. She does the same thing that she does to Michael. If she had a cake, you damn sure it would have been thrown every which way. But she only had an empty glass filled with ice. This is mainly ice. And she threw all the ice onto this man. Angela never learns. She has an anger problem. And you think that after the whole situation with the cake, she would learn and say, you know what? While I'm here, I'm not going to let my temper get the best of me. I'm going to try to do better. No, 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 no. Not Angela. Here she is arguing with these men. And there's Michael, not knowing what to do. Michael says that he feels like his relationship going forward with his friends will be changed. And I think bullshit. Michael, you know damn well they expect her to be crazy. They know that she's crazy. They know that you know that she's crazy. And this isn't anything that's too shocking for them. Because I'm pretty sure you've told them all the crazy stuff that she's done to you. So let's not pretend like Angela is out here ruining relationships for you. No, honey. They're all in on the scam that you're trying to work. That's why they're laughing while Angela is acting a damn fool. Because they know she's getting screwed over. So be honest. You're not fooling anyone. But anyway, I think that's it. I feel like there's a couple that I'm missing out. But anyway, if I'm missing them, that means I didn't really pay attention during their section or segment or whatever you want to call it. That means it wasn't that important. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, if not, oh, thank you for coming here anyway. Have a great night, day, or whenever.